the beginning of the Sefer Mesilas Yesharim, where the Ramchal discusses the purpose of a person in this world, he states the following: Iker mitzias ha'odam, that the purpose of a person in this world is only the kayim mitzvosov, to fulfill the mitzvos of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'la'avoid, to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'lamed b'nisoyin, and to withstand the test that the world presents. A person has to realize that he finds himself in this world in a fierce battle, the Milchemes HaYetzer, and to be able to overcome the Yetzer, the Milchama, and to win the Milchama, a person has to have strategy how to accomplish that. And he brings a Gemara that mentions the pasuk of Alkein Yomru HaMoishlim Boyu Cheshboin. The Gemara explains the pasuk. HaMoishlim is referring to those who rule over the Yetzer Hara. And they said, Boyu v'nachshoi v'cheshboinu shel olam. Let's make an accounting, which means that in order for a person to win the battle with the Yetzer, he has to be constantly in the situation where he's accounting everything he does. A person has to weigh everything he does. When it's a question of doing a mitzvah, the Yetzer Hara will come to him and say, there's a certain loss in doing the mitzvah. He has to get up in the morning, say Kriya Shema, it's cold, it's a certain loss. He has to give up his comfort to be able to be mekayim the mitzvah. But he has to weigh on the other side the schar, the reward that Hashem has in store for him for doing the mitzvah. And the same person has to weigh when the Yetzer Hara tries to entice a person to do an Aveira, Rachmana litzlan. He has to also weigh the benefit that the Yetzer Hara is appealing to him and promising him versus the loss that a person will suffer because of this Aveira. And if a person doesn't live with cheshbon, he does things without accounting, without thinking, then there's no way that he'll be able to overcome the Yetzer Hara and win this war, win the battle. The Gemara says in Kedushin that the Yetzer Hara is miskaber on the person every day, tries to overpower a person every day. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu won't help him, he's not able to overcome him. So a person has to realize that he's constantly in a battle with the Yetzer Hara, and he needs siyata d'shmaya to overcome the Yetzer Hara. And a person who sincerely doesn't want to be over the Ratzon Hashem, doesn't want to do a chet, he should be mispalel to HaKadosh Baruch Hu from the deepness of his heart. Hashem, I beg you, I don't want to be over your Ratzon. I don't want to transgress your will. And the Chazal in Tefillah inserted in many places this Tefillah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, save me from an Aveira. Al tivienu, lo l'dei chet, v'lo l'dei Aveira. We should be zoicha to do Haratzon Hashem. And that's where a person should try to concentrate, especially with deep concentration, to sincerely beg HaKadosh Baruch Hu to save him from the Yetzer Hara. And in this way, siyata d'shmaya will be zoicha to the purpose that we were created for, to be zoicha l'chai olam haba.